Hey everyone. Guess what I got? You'll never ever believe it. So anyway, I have a list of plants that I want, and two of the plants that were on that list were the Monstera deliciosa, otherwise known as the Swiss cheese plant, and also a fiddle leaf fig. So my local nursery had both of them and I got them on sale, and I was also able to use my veterans discount. So I spent $29.99 for this Monstera, and I actually propagated it as soon as I got it home and repotted it. And if you watch my other videos, you know that I don't always repot right away. But this one was so huge. It was actually stuffed in a little corner of the nursery. And it was so huge, and it just kept falling over and falling over. So I cut two of the stems off. If you can see down here, sorry for the lighting, guys, it's kind of right before sunset or so, late in the afternoon, early evening. But I cut off two stems, the two bigger stems that were keeping the plant from being upright, and I repotted them, propagated them and repotted them into their own pot. So for $29.99 with a 25% off discount for the sale, plus an additional 10% off, I got two Monsteras that are pretty big compared to what I was finding online for even more money. The ones I was finding online were anywhere between 10 and 14 inches tall. The leaves hadn't started to split yet, as you see here. And most of them were shipped bare root. So I'm so excited about this deal. But look at the plant. I am so in love with this Monstera, and this is one of the most expensive plants that I have purchased. Thus far, none of my plants have cost more than $19.99. So this one was a little bit more expensive, just a few dollars with the discounts. But I'm so happy that I was able to get it. I'm not quite sure what its final resting space is going to be yet. Right now, it's in my front room, and sorry for the backlighting. Let me just give you guys a peek. Right now, it's in my front room with some of my other plants, and I'm not sure if it's getting enough light or if I'm going to have to move it. But for now, this is where it is. And I'll show you guys the one that I propagated, which is actually in my bedroom, by my peace lily named Lillian that I showed you in my last video. Okay, let me show you what else I got. Da, da. Look at her. That's my fiddle leaf fig. I've named her Fiona. She looks like a Fiona. I don't know why I picked Fiona. It's the name that came to me when I brought her home. I got this one from the same nursery that I got the Monstera from. Monstera doesn't have a name yet. So if you guys think of a name for her, let me know. But this is Fiona, my fiddle leaf fig. And this one is braided. Look at the stem or the trunk of this tree. It's braided. Isn't that beautiful? So this was $35, but I did get the 25% off discount because it was on sale, plus an additional 10% using my veterans discount. So I'm excited to see how she does. As I mentioned in my previous videos, I don't always repot unless it's absolutely necessary. So this one is still in the nursery pot, and it's just sitting on a little plastic plate to collect any water. I've only watered her once since bringing her home, but if you can see, the soil here is so dense and tight, I can barely get my finger in there. So that probably means that this is going to need to be repotted sooner rather than later. This is a 10-inch pot, and I'm probably going to put it into a 14-inch pot just to give those roots some time to breathe. And to spread their wings and grow. If you see a little peek over there, you see my air plants. I'm still going to do a video on them, guys, I promise. But I wanted to show you this fiddle leaf. Fiona is beautiful. Look at these big leaves. They remind me of paddles almost. They're gorgeous. So for right now, this is going to be her home, her resting place. I picked up some cute little plant stands from Marshall's, TJ Maxx. And I'm not quite sure what plants are going to go on it yet. So they're just kind of sitting in a corner. waiting to see what's going to happen. So Fiona's going to rest here, and maybe I'll use the plant stands to kind of arrange some of the other plants around her. But I'm so happy. These two plants were the last two plants on my list. I think right now I might have a total of about 48 plants of various sizes. I'll have to do a final count. I'm sure there's going to be something else that I'm inspired to get at some point in time, but I think for now I'm pretty happy with my green jungle at home. So guys, just wanted to do a quick introduction of my Monstera, which I propagated, and also Fiona, my fiddle leaf fig. Until next time, guys, peace. This is the part that I propagated. So the plant was so huge, as I mentioned, that I had to cut off some of the leaves and stems because I couldn't get the plant to sit upright. So these were, let's see, you see how this is just flopped over and it's a little torn and tattered here, but I went ahead and cut off two of the big stems here. This was one and this was the other, and then this small little one right in here, this little one was an individual one. So I went ahead and pruned them. I used clean and I wouldn't say sterile, but I did put some rubbing alcohol on them. The pruning shears, I just cut them as close to the base as I could of the mother plant, and I went ahead and potted them, repotted them here, and these are potted in, what did I pot these in? These are potted in just a basic, no, it's not just potting soil. It's potting soil, your regular potting soil, and I mixed it in with some cactus soil just to make it a little bit more aerated so that there would be good flow of air and good drainage around. So it's only been in this pot for a few days. We will see how it does. As you can see, some of these beautiful leaves were tattered because the plant was just so overgrown and it was in a corner in the nursery. So some of the leaves don't look so great. I'm hoping that they will recover and bounce back and put on some new growth. So I'll keep you guys posted. I'm excited about this. A Monstera has been on my wish list for so long, and it was a great deal. $29.99. It was in a 10-inch pot. Again, it was overgrown and it was root bound, but it was in a 10-inch pot. So essentially, I got two Monsteras out of the one plant. And as anybody who's familiar with this plant, you guys know that they grow amazingly. They grow quickly. They're beautiful, and they actually can get out of control if they are not pruned. So I'm going to keep you guys posted. Yay for me. If you guys have a Monstera, I would love to hear how you care for it, or if you have propagated it, I would love to hear how you did so and how it's doing. Leave it in the comments. All right, guys, until the next time, peace.